famous venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots. It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And we will not see a run. Kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
From the 17, Mills. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A first down throw for Mills. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, it's Mills. It's brought in by Harris. And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's got his man, Thornton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 12 on the year. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
The score, Chiefs 10, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Harris going to get it again on second down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on the quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and all the plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. Fourth down, Mills. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jamar Chase from 6 yards away. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
15. Let's get it right now.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
It's Myers again with another catch. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers from 10 yards out. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Got a man open. It's Chase. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's second down. Play action now. Mills. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys... their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Jones on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And look at this, it's a fake, and this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Mahomes. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
It's Kelsey on the grab. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. There he goes left side. The 40. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, Mills. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Mills. And he gets this to Thornton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Mills. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Touchdown, Patriots. Jamar Chase with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air, taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Mills on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, Mills. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself that I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Mills going to throw for it. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. And he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
They go play action. Mills. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for New England, and even 70 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Harris. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Mills on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Damian Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Mahomes will throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New England, they improved to 14-2 with still 1 game left to be played in this regular season.